if you do it in the name of the environment, you're facing terrorism. If you do it in the name of profit, you know, the repercussions are not as large.
I do think that there was a big cultural clash that happened on both sides, where you know, the activists saw the cops as, you know, these jackbooted RoboCop, you know, pigs, and the cops saw the activists as, you know, hippies that needed to go get a job and kind of lowlifes. And by dehumanizing each other, it allowed the violence to kind of escalate.
I think that the sort of aggressive environmentalism, I think it's always going to be there, because I think, you know, there are always going to be elements of people in our society who feel that we're not doing enough and they need to take action further than the sort of, you know, tried and true methods of the past. But I do think that arson will be less used, because I think the stakes are too high, and I think that activists have learned from that.
But maybe there's a different way of looking at aggressiveness that isn't about arson, and instead it's about using, you know, getting your hands on the political levers that actually make decisions and pursuing those levers very aggressively, but not violently. Before we started making this movie, I didn't know that. I thought it would be against the law to cut down a 500-year-old tree. We had one person at a Q&A the other night say, why is it that we as a country see public property so differently from the way that we see private property? If you destroy public property by cutting down a forest that's owned by the American people, or clear cutting, or strip mining land that's owned by the American people, that's okay. But if you do something to private property, that's not okay. This is not about excusing these actions, but it's important to understand them, and it's important to understand what was going through the heads of the people who did them.